Welcome! I'm so glad that you decided to join me today while I make this summertime wreath. I picked up these cute yellow flowers that I purchased at the dollar store, and I will put those on once I get the ribbon on. I went ahead and I cut up a bunch of ribbon prior to beginning the video. So as you can see, I've got some pink and silver and multicolored and some turquoise and purple. I feel like this fun combination of ribbon will really feel very summery. It almost reminds me of a bowl of bright candy. For this wreath, I will be using a circular wreath form. I'm going to begin with this green ribbon, and I will tell you now that I will probably never use this type of ribbon in my wreaths again. I just found it to be difficult to work with, hard for me to tie. I do have carpal tunnel, so I know that there are certain things that I can't tie or do repeatedly without lots of breaks, but it was tough to tie this ribbon. I typically do have a pattern for where I tie the ribbons on, but I don't really start off with that pattern in mind. I kind of let it cultivate as I go and as I add the colors. I hope that makes sense. That being said, I do use the intersections, if you will, where the wires meet, where they're kind of welded together. I do use those as kind of marking points. As you can see, I have all of the green on now. I only had a little bit of the blue raffia, so that's all of that is on. And I've got, I had some sheer pink, so I think I have most of that on at this point. Now I'm adding some yellow, and again I'm using those intersections, which there's 8 of them on the wreath. I wouldn't normally use really thin ribbon like I am with the yellow and the orange, but I decided I was going to try something different. So I got these at the dollar store, and I'm gonna, put them in here, and then in the end we'll see if they give us a little pop of color here and there. Now I'm putting the silver ribbon on, and something I noticed about this ribbon is I wished I would have cut it a little bit longer, because it's a bit thicker than the other ribbon, so when I double knot it, it takes up a lot of the ribbon to do that double knot. So I probably should have cut it about an inch longer, and that would have been 9 inches as opposed to 8 inches. Now I'm adding the purple ribbon. Now this ribbon is sheer. It's purple. It's about 1.5 inches wide, and it has a little gold strip on both sides where the wire is. It's a very pretty ribbon. I have a ton of it, so I'm going to use a lot of it in this wreath. I'd like this wreath to have a little bit of a sunburst feel, and what I mean by that is I would like it to be slightly darker colors in the center and then get lighter and brighter as I move out to the edges. All of the colors will be sprinkled through on each level of this wire, but I want to concentrate more of this purple around that inner center. Okay, so there's a lot of ribbon on here now, and it's gotten to the point where it's easier for me to flip it over and thread the ribbon through the back of it. And now I'm working on threading through this sparkly blue ribbon. It's a turquoise color. It has these big sparkles on it, and that's going to give it a really great pop of color. You can see now how much ribbon is on this wreath. It's really getting full, but all of the areas are not filled in yet. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm filling in all of the spaces on this wreath, and I'm continuing now to work with the purple ribbon. Now I'm working with the ribbon that I would consider to be the inspiration ribbon for this wreath. It's double-sided, which is really cool. On one side it's white with these nice bright green polka dots, but on the other side it's got these really vibrant colors, and they're purple, orange, yellow, and hot pink. There's a ton of ribbon on this wreath now, but there are still plenty of empty areas on the form. So now I'm cutting more orange, and I'm going to cut more yellow and start threading those through. I also have some blue ribbon that I'm going to go ahead and use. Okay, I'm getting ready to do something a bit unconventional. I have these older sheets. These are really vintage, and I absolutely love the colors in them. And because they're bright green and yellow, there's a little bit of pink on there, they're floral. I'm going to cut these up into ribbon basically, and I'm going to tie some of those onto the outer rim of the wreath just to add a pop of light color. I feel like I've just about got this wreath full of ribbon, so I've got it flipped over so the back is exposed, and I'm fluffing it out, trimming any pieces that are too long, flipping it over now to the front, fluffing it up that way as well, looking for pieces that just stick out too far, and I'll just trim those up. So we need to be able to easily hang our wreath, so I'm pulling out a long piece of the purple ribbon. I will thread that through the outer part of the wreath form and tie it in a knot. Now it's time to hot glue our cute yellow flowers on. Before I get to gluing, I want to place them where I think I want them, and as always with artistic design, it's important to have an odd number, so I will use 5 of them. Coming up will be a picture of our finished product. I think it turned out really cute, and I wanted to just say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, smash that like button and consider subscribing to my page. Hit the bell so that you get notifications of my future videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon.